This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Illinois. I am here with Preferred Funding Group. Since 2010, this network of funding specialists have years of experience and are committed to ensuring that the process of securing funding for business is seamless, utilizing the latest technologies to serve you. I'm joined here with funding specialist Anne. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
Hello, thank you.
I'm going to start off a little bit about yourself. You were formally educated at Columbia College of Chicago. Your past experience in consulting, talent acquisition, and corporate recruiting has led you to helping startups and small to mid-sized business owners obtain unsecured funding. Share with me a little bit why this has been kind of a great fit for you.
Um, so I worked with people very closely in my recruiting days, and there were a lot of layoffs at the Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google, which kind of saturated the market, the candidate pool. And I was actually doing recruiting in the mortgage industry last year, and that tanked. So this was just kind of a natural evolution. It's really good with it works really well with my people skills, and I get to help a lot of small businesses, which I love.
Excellent. I mean, the saying money makes the world go round is even more true for any business who's trying to launch or grow their company. I mean, be it a startup or an existing business, is funding many times the foundation that really fuels that growth.
Absolutely. And we're an option for people. I partner with a lot of different, business brokers, SBA lenders, because not there's no one size fits all funding solution, and we're just always an option, and we're a really good option for people.
I mean, every business owner that I know has great vision, yet I see many of them fail to achieve their desired results due to a lack of capital, which is really sad. Is the business funding process much different than obtaining capital for personal purposes? And if so, explain a little how that different.
Well, we're really unique in the sense that I guess my blanket statement would be that we leverage people's personal credit and personal income to enable them to get funding. So technically, there's no restrictions on usage of funds or on industry, but where we've kind of found our sweet spot as a company is that startup and small to mid-sized businesses. So if you have good credit, good W-2 income or self-employment, and you're eligible to receive these one of two of our programs, or both, that's really helpful. And a lot of startups and small businesses don't they don't qualify for a lot of the business loans, the SBA loans. So we're definitely a great option for them.
Excellent. I mean, for a business owner, it can be lonely at the top. I mean, going it alone, navigating the challenges, the hurdles to secure funding can be very frustrating. How can a team of professionals like yourselves kind of ease that burden with your experience?
Yeah, we provide white glove, service to all of our customers. We will work with them on different options. If they don't have, if they need some help with credit repair, or just kind of understanding, like taking them through, like we look at things like their utilization, their debt to income, hard inquiries. And sometimes we don't fund them right away, but they'll come back. They'll work on their credit. Sometimes people will have negative income just because they've written everything off. And they don't know what they don't know. So we're just like, if you want a loan, you have to show some income. So they'll, often come back because we are a very good option for them.
So obviously you can help folks right on the spot. They're ready to go, but even if they're not ready, you can prepare them so later down the road they're ready to do that as well. I mean, as a business owner, we wear many hats, and we still need to focus on running our business while we seek out funding. How does your three-step process kind of simplify that journey for us?
It's to pre-qualify. So we're very sensitive to hard inquiries on people's credit reports. So we ask people to pull their own credit, so there's no hit to it, and just send us their W-2s or their tax returns from the two previous years. And I do a deep dive. We look at, a bunch of different things on their credit reports, and then we pre-qualify them.
So the application is all done online, really in the comfort of their home and office. It can be accessed 24/7. Once that's completed, How soon can a person expect a phone call back from one of the specialists?
On the day of. I mean, that's like a top priority when we get a funding request in. I mean, we drop what we're doing, I drop what I'm doing, and then do the deep dive into the credit report and all of that, do all my calculations, and then work with my processor on getting numbers back. And we're conservative, up front, but back in our where our underwriters work their magic, often people will qualify for a lot more.
Once you understand the business and capital needs of your client, what are some of the factors that help you kind of match them up with the best lenders out there?
No, our underwriters do that. That's not something that like that's in our underwriting process. They would determine that.
So everything in the underwriting process, they're basically going to find out kind of the strengths of the company. You're looking at the industry itself. What about the MyFICO report? Is that something they take care of as well? And is that an important step of the process?
Yeah, that's what we ask them to send in, a full MyFICO credit report. And we actually, unless it's like what we have two major programs, and one of the programs but we're leveraging their personal credit, and sometimes that's hard for people to grasp. So we're not going to really ask for their financials, their business financials, unless one of the programs is, it actually is really helpful to establish business credit. They basically need an EIN and a 700 personal credit score, because that will establish business credit and help them grow, so they'll be eligible for other business loan products down the line if they're successful and continue to grow and want to expand.
So once you've uploaded the last 2 years of tax returns for your client, how quickly can the approval process take, and where they actually see funds?
We can close that within 7 to 14 business days, but a lot of it also depends on if they supply the needed documentation. Sometimes the lenders want to talk to them. So every case is completely different, but we're very fast. It's not like, 90 days or anything like that.
Wow, that is impressive. So we're talking a couple weeks if everything's all in place there. I mean, for
Mhm.
companies out there who are ready to take their business to the next level, how truly possible is that? Because we're talking about you guys have a 95% guaranteed approval rate. That seems pretty high. Is that pretty high in the industry?
Once we pre-qualify them, I mean, yes. I mean, we know what the lenders are going to say. So if something's going on in their credit or their income, we're going to say we're not going to pre-qualify them. But once they're in and they understand the whole process, that it's a great option for people. So it's just getting the word out there, and explaining how it works, and just kind of understanding what people are looking for as well, because sometimes we're not the option for them.
Excellent. I mean, your company takes pride in having extremely competitive rates and terms, offering cash term and credit options for really any company, even those who are brand new, maybe with no revenue. Is all of your funding unsecured and actually requires no collateral or minimum length time in business?
No and no. So there's absolutely no collateral, and there's no there's no time they need to be in business for. It's this is what one of the things that makes it really unique, and you know we've been doing this for over 13 years, and there have been a few pop-ups like within the past couple of years who are trying to do what we do, but we've established relationships with a network of over 150 nationwide banks and credit unions. So nobody really does what we do. I mean, we're kind of like an island, but a safe harbor.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I imagine traditional lending is getting more strict. I imagine even in your network, there's probably people that are referring clients to you. Is that something that can happen?
90% of what we do is by referral. So I partner with a lot of business brokers, franchise brokers. I work in real estate. We actually were just named and onboarded as a preferred lender for Nexa Mortgage, which is huge. So we'll help in like commercial real estate, farms, fix and flips, land, you name it. But then, we do direct as well. But I partner with SBA lenders because they often, we fund from 50 to 500,000, and SBA typically doesn't go below 500. So it's a really good partnership with each other, because sometimes I get clients who are looking for 1 million. So I have to refer upwards there. So
Securing business funding is your number one priority. I mean, the mission to bring white glove customer service back into the funding world is what you do every day. Is providing the best possible experience and the most tailored funding possible. Is this rewarding work for you as well as your team?
I love it. And I love everyone I work with, and everyone I work with seems to love what they're doing. I mean, our owner, his goal is to have no one ever leave. I mean, it's a great opportunity. I mean, it's a lot of hard work, but it totally pays off.
That is very nice. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, you see their easy three-step process. You can learn more about this team of professionals who are professionally equipped to help business owners realize their dreams by really obtaining the funding to fuel that vision. Tap into 35 plus years of combined experience. They've been doing this for over a decade. Once again, that is Preferred Funding Group. Securing your business funding is our number one priority. This is Gary Atensa with CNTV, and if you don't know, now you know.